Sacred Saturday Provisions Additions Update. Today is Monday, 9 June 2025. I'm Tanis Coralee Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle, Tanis Leonhardi. And I'm going to provide an update on 7 of my Sacred Saturday Provisions Additions I previously introduced through unboxing videos. I'll link to those in the video description, as well as the corresponding Nancy Drew computer games I have played. So I have playlists now for those using at least one of the items. So, and then as well as the Sacred Saturdays playlist. So there were 7 items that I unboxed, and so I'm show a few of them. Some of them I won't. So we have Nancy Drew, The Shattered Medallion is a 2014 game. So the inside front cover of the game came with a note encouraging trying purchasing a physical copy of a Nancy Drew game. I was going to point that out. I was like, I enjoy having the physical copy. I successfully installed and loaded post-installation. I did not start a game, however. Alright, so there's 1. 2, charger for older computer. The charger was 100% functional, so it worked. I plugged it in and it worked. I didn't do it on a Sacred Saturday. I went through everything. I had dedicated time during the week last week to checking everything out for just general purposes. So it wasn't like I was playing a computer game or something like that. Charger for newer computer. So the box charger part did not work as it came. However, the cord worked on the box of my current charger, well, with direction mattering. So if I plugged it in to the current charger, box charger I had, it would work one direction or not the other. And I was like, and then I plugged it in and it kind of screwed up my ports on my computer a little bit. So I might see about returning it. The date for asking for a return or finishing the return or whatever that date corresponds to was listed as 28 June 2025. So that's 19 days from now. So it's like, it was like $20 some, and I don't have Prime, so there's a $35 minimum for buying stuff. So I was like, if I can return it, then I think I found a different charger that might work for the same device. I was like, but it's also $27. So I was like, I put it on my to-do list for this week for like Wednesday or something like that. And I was like, tentatively, right? I put it on my to-do list for earlier than later so that if I decide to wait a little bit longer, like, can I think of something for $10 or $15 so I don't have to pay for shipping? But it's also not that much shipping, that kind of thing. So, anyway, so, but I might go through return. I've done a return. I've been to Amazon Fresh where there's a returns office before, so I have. If it directs me to the same place, I know where to go. So, that helps. Okay. 64 gigabyte USB drive. I plugged it into my computer. It worked in a safe place. Screen protectors. So it turned out I did get that right. It was a 2 count. I took each one out of its little casing it came in, and neither were broken. So they were not broken, and they are in a safe place. Sweatpants. So I was like, I unpackaged them, and I'm like, they're really big. And so I was reading the label, and they're 50% cotton, so I put them in the dryer yesterday. I washed and dried them, and they shrunk down a chunk. And so now if I go like this, they fit. Loose fit. Okay, it's loose. But before they were a little bit too big to do that. So I'll be keeping them. I did that for my current or my previous. Haven't played yet in these for a Sacred Saturday. But I did it for my last ones. Only last time it was accidental that I put them in the dryer. I forgot, so they shrunk down. And I was like, dang it. And so this time it was intentional, and it worked. So sometimes those accidental things turn out to become intentional later if it's a solution. All right, and then up last, so the 7th item, 2014 Nancy Drew, or computer game, 2014 game, Nancy Drew Labyrinth of Lies. I successfully installed and loaded post-installation, and I have started a game. Yes. I'm enjoying it. It's set in Greece, and there's a lot of walking. It's like Yeah. Like within the game, there's like a long corridor that's walked between the main museum building to like an amphitheater, or to an amphitheater area. It's just walking back and forth. I enjoy walking. I enjoy running. I'm a runner, so I appreciated that. Okay, and anything else? So I'm documenting the journey here, and for of these new additions, some might say painstakingly, but I guess one thing to note, so if I play one of these games in these sweatpants, then I can go back and add the unboxing of this item video to the corresponding playing playlist. But tap in old videos if you've checked out those playlists or not for playing the corresponding computer game. Is like, well, the item needs to be relevant, and like I haven't used the new charger for the old computer during play yet, you know, so depending on which game that is, you know, it may or may not add a video, that kind of thing. So yeah, there we go. So that's Sacred Saturday Provisions Editions Update, Monday, 9 June 2025, and I'm Tanis Leonhardi. Thank you for joining me.